Greetings, well met. Light be with you, King's Honor friend. What can I do for you? Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another video for you. How's it going today, everybody? Hey Tyrell Jones, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another video for you. Hey Tanandos, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another video for you. How's it going today, you guys? Nice to see you in here as always. I want to say thank you to Tyrell for the tier 1 for 3 months. Stump Zaku as well came in with the prime for 3 months. Shout out to you guys. We're back with another day within the wonderful world of Azeroth. I went ahead and I went from the intro the town hub here all the way up over here, just so we can kind of get started here. I turned in a quest on this island too, and it's sending us to Undercity. Long, elegant tail feathers in this. We're just going to do this. Oh, we get to do the robot chicken quest as well. What's up, Daymarts? What's up, Curly? Icy Death, Lady, Cyril, and Tyrell again. How's it going, you guys? Nice to see you in here. So, quite the interesting stream yesterday. We started talking Season of Discovery, and everybody got in a big argument. It was the most amazing thing ever. It was the most classic World of Warcraft stream on the planet. It was amazing. I appreciate you guys for making it as vanilla as humanly possible. I truly felt like I was in trade chat, so shoutouts to you guys. Hell yeah, brother. We'll probably do the same thing today. So the thing is, you guys have to understand, my opinions about classic World of Warcraft are not actually opinions. They're what we like to call facts, alright? And if you disagree with me, I will threaten to murder you and your entire family, okay? Because it's all very important. Video games are super serial business. Shit, I have to poop. Oh god, I should have taken care of this before starting stream here. Hey, you guys mind if I play 3 minutes of ads? I can hold it in for a little while, I assure you. So we got this Hinterlands Honey Ripple. Do the Horde not have any quests for these oozes? I can't really quite remember. I feel like I should have a quest for these oozes. But it doesn't seem to be the case. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah, pretty good. A little bit busy, but pretty good overall, I would say. I hope you can say the same. Well, not the busy part, but the good part. Shit, I do actually have to poop. Oh no. This is not good. It's not a good way to start off a stream. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, we didn't even, like, vendor all of our stuff, too. Our inventory's full. Not only is our colon full, but our inventory is full. Oh, God. Everything's full right now. Wait, where's this, honey? I've never done this quest before. I bet you this is in the cave. I bet you they want us to go into the stupid death cave for this quest. Ooh, chest here, hang on. This is going to have Ashbringer. Yeah, so we're just back with another day, you guys. We're going to be doing some more leveling today. Goal for this stream, I'm thinking level 49. Get a full level tonight. A little bit of a later start than usual, but I should be able to get quite a decently long session here. Updates with off-streaming stuff. Let's see. So I'm still editing that React video. Let me turn this down just a hair. I'm still editing that React video. Recent news for the channel and the stream here is that I am starting a React channel. Every now and then we will be doing reaction type of content, reaction type of streams. Mainly based around World of Warcraft, although we will venture outside of it. We reacted to the Season of Discovery panel from BlizzCon. So I feel like that's probably a pretty good first react for me. And I have a few other videos in mind that I would like to react to. People suggested the Crix interview, actually. Perhaps we could watch that today. I'm not sure. I might just kind of want to play World of Warcraft, honestly. But we'll see. we'll see how I'm feeling, but maybe we can pull it up and talk more Season of Discovery and start some more arguments in chat. That the board of the React videos that you didn't need to edit them. Well, I can't help it. I still edit some stuff together. I like to. It's kind of light stuff. It's not like super edited stuff. It's mostly just like some voiceover work, or not voiceover, but audio work, music at the end. I'm also putting out my shoutouts at the end of the video, as is custom for my channel. And also, I had a couple of lines of dialogue in the React where if I had just unpaused for like 5 seconds, everything I was talking about was kind of irrelevant. So I kind of cut that out as to save time and avoid useless tangents that I could have avoided had I just pressed the play button for 5 more seconds. So I edit them kind of a little. It's not a lot, but I just haven't. Honestly, once I'm done with stream, I'm just like in bed mode. It's bed season show after stream. I'm rather tired. I'm getting old, you guys. I'm not as young as I used to be. Where are these? Where's the honey ripple? I cannot find them. The honey ripples. Hang on. Honey ripples. What do they look like? Oh, it's supply crates. Horde supply crate. There's a 3 for pack here. Are you high, Blizzard developers? Let's go this way. You have to get these supply crates. I gotcha. So yeah, I'm still working on that. I have to update. The main thing that I need to do is just update the shoutouts and stuff. And then I'm gonna repurpose Bad Season Show on YouTube to like Mad Season Show reacts and stuff, and I'm gonna open up a Discord channel for you guys to suggest videos. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna be pretty picky with what I watch. Actually, hang on, orgasm moment incoming. Let's stop talking so we can orgasm. Now, yeah. Just let it happen. Listen to the music and let it happen. Yeah, I'll open up a Discord channel, or maybe I'll just take suggestions on stream. But that's not a guarantee that I will watch the video that you want me to watch. If it looks like it's uninteresting to me, I'm just not going to watch it. Whatever you watch, I have to be interested in it, or else I'm just not going to have anything to say about it. Like if it's a Genshin Impact video, or for instance, like something I've never played before, chances are I probably won't know what the F is going on, nor will I really care. But high chance if it's WoW related, maybe I'll care, or if it's social media related, social media personalities. You guys will kind of get a taste of my taste. That sounded a little bit lewd, but you guys will get a taste of my taste as we move forward here. But that's mainly what I want to do. Obviously, I'm going to be WoW channel, WoW Classic mainly, but every now and then we can break the monotony with some monotone commentary. And I think that should be pretty fun. And people can complain about it, which will amuse me. That'll actually entertain me quite a bit, so I feel like it could be entertaining on multiple levels. Oh god, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Scum-covered bag. Ooh, wow, that one was loaded. Winter's Bite. Ooh, wow, that sells for 30 silver. Holy shit, I am rich. Ragale, thank you for the prime, my main man. Shoutouts to you. Hang on, let's turn on the music here. That's a bit older video, but did you see WoW's Dark Secret? I did actually, Chris Core, so it wouldn't be fresh. It would not be a fresh watch. I did see it. And that's actually one of my favorite videos on one of my favorite WoW related videos on YouTube, actually. I suggest that to you guys, WoW's Darkest Secret. Okay. Let's get our first supply crate here. It seems like these are pretty sparse. I hope that these have like multiple per thing. Because, yeah, we've been through halfway through this cave. We've seen one so far, which I'm not happy about. Yesterday we actually, if you missed it, we looked at all of the runes for Season of Discovery and we kind of commented on them. I'm not sure if that counts as a react as well. Okay, cool. It does, you do get multiple. I'm not sure if that counts as react as well, but maybe I could post that, because we did that for like 30, 40 minutes as everybody argued in stream chat. It was amazing. Everybody was like insulting each other, calling each other stupid and stuff. Oh, it's so good. It's a pure classic discussion. My thoughts though on the rune system, if you guys want a summary, is I think it's interesting. It's different. I'm not sure if it's vanilla though. I'm not sure if it'll feel like vanilla because there's so many BC and Wrath abilities. In a lot of ways, the class balance in the gameplay might feel more like BC or Wrath than it does vanilla. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Not really, but it just depends on what you want, right? It depends on what you want. I'm interested in it, and I will be trying it. I'm definitely curious. I think it looks like it could be fun if it's done right, but I don't really know unless I play it, obviously. I feel like people are really, really quick to say, like, this is the best thing ever, this is the worst thing ever, because nobody's played it, unless you're a developer, in-house developer. Nobody's really played it, so I think it's kind of early to say it's the best thing ever, it's the worst thing ever. It'll be extremely polarized, though, I assure you. That's like the classic community in a nutshell. It's like 0 or 100. Everything is either the best thing ever, or everything is either the worst thing ever. It's the most thing ever, is what I'll have to say. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. You guys know me. I'm pretty chill about it. Unless there's microtransactions involved, then I suppose I'm less chill. But I'm just gonna have fun with it, really. I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna go into it not serious, really, and just kind of let stuff happen and see what's going down. I feel like, and there's nothing wrong with like classic and everything meaning a lot to you, but I feel like some people kind of treat it like a religion almost. This gets with any gaming community. It's not just World of Warcraft, but especially MMOs. It's kind of like a religion to some people. That's why they take it so seriously. And I've definitely been there in the past, trust me. But these days, and I love the game, I love playing it, but I'm not going to make a 1-hour video complaining about microtransactions. If there's like a microtransactions or a boost or something, I'm most likely just not going to play it. I'll stick around in hardcore mode, assuming that is free. Knock on wood, from the influence of paid character progression, which is bad for video games, as proven by Wrath Classic's population issues. As everybody said, that it was going to be really, really good for the game. It's going to bring in this huge contingent of players who don't have enough time to play video games, yet they choose to play the most time-consuming genre of all, or they don't like to grind in video games, yet they choose to play the most grindy genre of all. Didn't really make sense to me from the beginning. Kind of made a 1-hour video explaining that and making my point. But, slippery slope fallacies and everything. Well, what is the guy who played it for 15 years? What the hell does he know about it? He's just some monotone douchebag, pretty much. I, who will pay money to not play the game that I claim to care about, I know what's best for it. That's what I do with my favorite video games, you guys. Oh, I love Resident Evil. I love it, but you know what? I just don't have enough time to defeat William, so I buy the William Birkin boost. Okay? I buy the William Birkin boost, and it's a paid character progression to where I can skip the William Birkin boss fight because I love Resident Evil. I love it, and I will pay money to skip every chapter of the game. Oh, so good. It's so good. Okay, 2 more boxes. It seems like these all have 2 each. At least I'm 3 of 3 for 2. Let's go ahead and try to get 2 more here. We'll call this quest complete. And we also have... This cave seems rather dangerous. Well, I don't know, 1880 Deadlift Nazaroth, but I mean, they're already respawning, it seems, so it's a little bit scary. Let's see. I don't know, let's just see. We need the long tail feathers. These are from griffins. And we need this one as well. So I might do some group quests and stuff too if we can help it. If not though, I'm level 48. I need to start thinking about where I want to go next. We've pretty much done all of Hinterlands. This is like the cleanup here, what you're witnessing. We can do Thorian. Yeah, we can do Searing Gorge. What about Fellwood? What about Fellwood? A little bit too high level right now, Fellwood. Maybe Fellwood's 50 plus. I think what I want to do, if this is okay with you guys, I want to finish up Hinterlands, okay? And then I want to hit up Searing Gorge, okay? And after finishing Searing Gorge, I think we'll probably be 49 or 50. We can hit up Ungoro, the best zone in the game. The second best zone in the game, actually. Red Ridge is the best zone in the game, but this level 50 is when you do Ungoro. We'll have a bunch of quests there. Also, I think we have like some tertiary Fearless questing we can do, don't we? Ooh, we need to do town stuff as well. We're out of mana potions. Well, actually, we got these ones. We got some poopy ones. I'd like to buy better ones though. Out of mana potions. Everything else I think we're good on. I'd like more light feathers, actually. Father Onage, thanks for the tier 1 for 3 months, dude. Hell yeah, brother. I saw the ZF clip. Good job not panicking. Oh, I definitely panicked. There's a lot of panic in that ZF clip. For sure. We somehow made it out alive. People said that hearthing was a bad move. I don't know. I feel like because I didn't know about the reset spot. I did not do the ZF farm in vanilla, the AoE mage farm. I did not know about the reset spot, so knowing that, like, if I didn't hearth, the enemies would have eventually caught up with me. I mean, I'm a priest, and they're undead enemies, so it's not like, I mean, I can maybe shackle one, but I don't like have any speed boosts. I already used a mana potion, so I couldn't swiftness pot, and I already used my nifty stopwatch, so my thought process was at the end of my only speed boost that I had, hearth would be my best opportunity, and it worked out. It worked out. I felt like, not considering that I didn't know about the reset spot, that was the only way to survive, which is what I did. I feel like that was the only way to survive. And I totally didn't rat too, by the way. You guys got to give me props. I stuck it out for randos, okay? I stuck it out for the team, and I tried my very best. I popped out of shadow form, and I tried to be a hero, throw out some heals, but it just didn't work out. We definitely lost the warrior and the priest, the tank and the healer. I did not see the mages die, but they could have maybe just not have had Deathlog, because you have to have Deathlog to show up in Deathlog. I didn't have the heart to do like /who, so I don't. I already have enough Survivor's Guilt right now. I have enough Survivor's Guilt, but no, I'm not doing any more dungeons. Okay. I'm not doing any more dungeons on this character. If I died on this character due to a dungeon run on Ari, I would be extremely pissed. So we're getting close to 60. I don't have a 60 yet in hardcore mode, if you guys didn't know. I lost a 52 hunter to a disconnect, and I lost a 29 hunter to a disconnect. So I'm through with the heartbreak. We're gonna kind of play a little bit safe. Hey, what's up, Josh? I'm doing all right, man. How about yourself? Is there a clip? Yeah, go to my clip section I believe the clip is called "Oh No," like Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh no! Oh no! Um. So yeah, once we hit 60 on this guy, and I can say that I have a level 60 character, I'm going to be more inclined to do dungeon runs. But if you guys didn't know, I'm doing a challenge for hardcore mode. I am going to get every single class, you mark these words, as long as Blizzard doesn't shut down the servers, I'm going to get every single class to level 60 on hardcore mode. Okay? You mark them. And it turns out Priest is going to be our first one. But before we do that, you guys, you know what we're going to do first? We're going to void our bowels, because I have to poop. So first things first, let's empty our colon before the game does it for us. Hardcore mode can be a little bit scary. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this robot chicken quest. We're going to be doing these tail feathers. And this will do it for Hinterlands. But I'm going to log out here, of course. Just because you don't want to idle in hardcore mode, certainly. So something doesn't like sneak up on you. Did you know about the naked challenge in hardcore? We can maybe do that for one of our characters, Bezboy, or Bezball. I saw a Tauren do it. His name was Naked and Afraid. It was a Tauren running around naked, fisting enemies. And he made us to like level 11. I believe we did we tried to add him to our friends list a couple weeks ago, and it said character not found, so I believe maybe he bit the dust. But maybe we could do something like that. We could do Naked Warrior Challenge. What do you guys think? Torgbor, thank you for the Prime, and also Lion Spec as well. Thank you for the Prime for 3 months, man. So yeah, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna play a few minutes of ads while I'm AFK, so we don't interrupt the gameplay. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? Alright, we're back. This disconnect always happens, just so you guys know. It was a recent change. Hang on 1 second. Gaming power rather, activated. Talath D, thank you for the tier 1 for 7 months, man. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome, thank you for the support there as always, amigo. I was gonna say something, damn it. What was I gonna say? Ah, shit, I forgot. Well, let's just do these quests for now. I think I want to do the Griffins first, because this one will like lead us all the way to the east. So let's do the Griffins, and I believe, even though Questy says there's like a poop ton over here, there really aren't. Questy lies. Don't believe what Questy says. Let's do... Oh, we have a turn in here too, actually. And this turn in is over here as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess the beer quest, or whatever the hell it is, goes over here. Okay. Oh, why did disconnects happen? That's what I was talking about. Yes, that was a change. That was a change in the game. For some reason, like, it kicks you out of the character select screen within like 10 seconds if you don't choose a character anymore. I think it's to save costs on server space, because if you're connected to the character screen, that's like taxing Blizzard servers. And as we know, Blizzard is a small indie game developer, you guys, and they just can't afford it. Oh, wait, there's an F. Ooh, there was a stream disconnected. Wow. Wow. I wonder why that happened. Stream actually disconnected 3 minutes ago. Interesting, that's the first time that's happened. But that character select F always happens. So that is the first stream disconnect there. Actually, when I wonder if this has something to do with it. Check my internet cable. So when I went to get up to the bathroom, so I used to have a pair of wireless headphones, but I've since switched to a pair of wired headphones, and sometimes I forget about that. So I went up to get to the bathroom, and like the cord, so it was still attached to my head, and the cord like got caught on a bunch of other cords, and I knocked over like a few Mountain Dew cans. It was actually kind of a mess, and I should probably clean it up. But maybe I like pulled my Ethernet cable out in that process as well. Maybe that's why stream disconnected. That's interesting. This character looks like exactly like my brother's character from 2004. Like just the looks. Same hair color, same hairstyle, same face. I think the skin tone's a little bit different. Alright, yeah, I think the Griffins are all over here. Do we know how many phases with go with Sod? Actually, I looked at MMO Champion, and I think it was... I believe this was from a Crix interview, correct me if I'm wrong, but MMO Champion had like a summary. And it's 25, 40, 50, 60. Is that right, you guys? I can't say for sure, but I believe that was the case. Dude, Neon, thank you for the Prime, my main man. Shoutouts to you. Here. I don't think Alliance can attack these Griffins. Okay. Is this going to be a shitty quest? Long, elegant feathers. Is this a horrible quest, you guys? Please let me know if this is a horrible quest. Because I've been in Hinterlands for quite a while, and I've killed a decent amount of Griffins, and I only have 4 of them. Oh god, and you can't pick up these feathers too on the ground. Hang on. Let's I wanted to see actually what we had in Feralus. Or Feralis, as some people like to call it. Here we have this one, and we have this turn-in, and we have a dungeon. I don't care about the dungeon. We have level 50. Okay, we got some Fearless stuff going on too. And I think we maybe have like 1 Tanner's quest, so maybe what we can do before starting the Searing Gorge. Oh god, what can we do? I suppose we could return to Tanner's Fearless real quick. And finish off those quests and then do Searing Gorge. I don't know, because that would be globetrotting to Kalimdor for no real reason. Oh, we hit level 48 too. We haven't done our training. We haven't done our spell training yet. We have some stuff to train. I think we have a new Power Word Shield and maybe a fort. Yeah. Okay, so you got to do that too. Mana Burn, Holy Fire. Don't really care about those too much. How dare you kill our majestic griffins? I know it is hurting me a little bit inside. But this is spy work, you guys, okay? I'm just an alliance spy feeding information. Destroy your enemy. I follow the Sun Tzu art of war. Destroy your enemy from within. And right now I am within. I'm inside of you, all of you Horde players right now. I'm inside of you, you guys. Alright, we're out of griffins. Okay, there's one right now. Oh, you don't go down that rod. Got a lot of history down that rod. Yeah, so Season of Discovery, 22 days. People are already like naming their streams the Season of Discovery waiting room. I don't want to do that. It's how dare you disrespect hardcore. Hardcore just came out, I feel. It just came out. I will be doing, although when Season of Discovery comes out, I'm totally going to be playing that over hardcore. But I'm still continuing my challenge here. We'll be doing both hardcore and Season of Discovery. But I imagine, at least at first, because it's like new and shiny, and that's what most people are going to want to see from me, we're going to be doing Season of Discovery. I imagine if I'm playing hardcore when Season of Discovery is out, the chat will just be like, why Season of Discovery? Where's Season of Discovery? You're not playing Season of Discovery? But I will be playing it, so. Well, the thing is, we have to start discussing like what we want to roll. We did look at the ruins yesterday, like I said, and you know what? I think maybe Warlock is the way to go. Death Star says, all quests are horrible. Just give me some sort of way to hit max level. Let's call it a token. For a lack of a better word. Yeah, I know, right? Playing video games, who wants to do that? I agree with you, Death Star. It's a very poignant point you're making. And just calling the weak griffins, yeah, that's right. Let's see. Although saying that, we need more griffins to call. We're kind of turning them to extinction, because I don't see them at this point. Say sod to save breath. Once you guys sod off. Get it? Season of Discovery. I have to say season because it's mad season, okay? It's the mad season of Discovery. Warlock looks dope. They do. Warlocks look incredibly overpowered. I like the drain life. Drains more life, and it's a dot with a 15-second cooldown. It's insanity. I mean, you can cleanse it, of course, right? So, but how many classes can cleanse dots in Season of Discovery? You got Pallies, you got Priests, Druids, I believe, cannot do magic. Shamans can't do magic. Yeah, Warlocks OP is the only thing that I will say about Season of Discovery. And I was thinking Warlock. I was thinking... Let's grab this vein here. I was thinking Hunter. I think Hunters look pretty cool. Melee Hunters look rather interesting. Maybe you can do some melee weaving. Although I'm more interested like Hunt... I think I'm more... Well, I don't know. I like the PvP on Season of Discovery Hunter. I feel like the PvP tournaments will be really, really interesting in Season of Discovery. Because it'll finally be a new meta. So now, like, okay, what is going to be the counters with everything, with all of these different runes and stuff? I know for a fact that mages are still going to counter the fuck out of warriors, and probably Soul Link Warlocks are still going to counter mages. But like, for instance, our priests, shadow priests, still going to counter warriors. Our hunters, our hunters still countered by warriors. You know what I mean? There's so many different changes to these toolkits that it's really up in the air, especially if they allow full use of items and stuff. I imagine since the last tournament went so well, it'll be a similar rule set. Don Pedro, thank you for the prime. Although also, I wonder if they're going to have like level 25 dueling tournaments. Ooh, that might be kind of fun. Level 25 meta, hell yeah. Level 25, I guess we won't be Soul Link Warlock, because he gets Soul Link at 40, but level 25 Warlock. What would be the meta for level 25? What would be the most powerful? I feel like Hunters would be rather powerful at 25, because I feel like they have a lot of their toolkit. They have Freezing Trap. I think you can get Scatter Shot at 25. They have Multi-Shot, they have Cheetah, they have Aim Shot. Wait, maybe Scatter Shot is 30. I might be mistaken there. Hunters for the 25 meta. Please don't burn out. We're doing hardcore in Season of Discovery. I'll try not to. Wait, why are we still getting these? That's going to clog up our inventory. We're going to have to... Let's delete this actually right now. We don't need this. I'll try not to. I'm very guarded against burnout these days, and if I don't feel like playing this game, generally I don't play it. I do have that I learned my lesson from last time. I have a little bit more control over that. But yeah, like I said, I'll mainly be focusing on Season of Discovery when it comes out, and we'll do a little bit of hardcore. I tried Warlock recently to 40, but it feels kind of clunky to me. Like pressing so many globals just to get dots up, spamming life tap, just a pain in the ass. Feels slow compared to Mage. I did remember playing Warlock in the beta, and it depends on what spec you are, I suppose. Destruction would probably be more glass cannon kind of bursty, throwing out some like diesel shadow bolts and crap. But Demonology is definitely more defensive, and I think they kind of have... They're not the most mana efficient, if I remember correctly, until they get to a higher level and get more talents and stuff. Alright, seriously, where the hell are these griffins? The best thing, though, about if it's a new tournament and it's level 25 meta, I'll have enough time to level. So we won't run into the issue this time, because this time, you guys, we got a big tournament coming up. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a big $100,000 tournament. We are level 48. We are running out of time, so we really got to get cracking now, okay? So let's get these damn long, elegant tail feathers, damn it. Let's get some duel practice in. Let's win this 100 grand. Here. This looks like maybe these have respawned now, so maybe on this go ahead, I'll get them. I feel like this quest isn't worth it. I feel like you should be able to pick up these feathers on the ground too. I mean, come on, this looks like a long, elegant feather to me. That doesn't count. Damn Blizzard developers, how dare you. Johaman, thank you for the tier 1. Here's another one here. These are so low level too. Hinterlands has quite the spread. Like the western edge starts off with low 40s, but as you get to the east, it's like these turtles on the coast they can be level 50. It's kind of similar to STV. Like intro STV is 30, but outro STV is like mid 40s. I'm gonna take a swig of my Mountain Dew. Okay. 8 of 10 I couldn't see because the death log was blocking it. Yeah, 8 of 10. Did you level for Kata? Nah, I'm not going to play Cataclysm. No Kata for me. Cataclysm, I'm about as excited for Cataclysm as the crowd was when they went over it in the presentation. No, I will not play Cataclysm. No offense to anybody who does, because I know this is the World of Warcraft community, and people not liking the things, everybody not liking the same things is warrants for anger and angst, of course. But Cataclysm is not for me. I don't like... Well, first off, I don't like the level boosts and WoW tokens, and I also just don't like Cataclysm as an expansion overall. I'm not saying it's all bad, but overall as a package, I don't look back to Cataclysm fondly. Cataclysm to me is closer to retail WoW than vanilla. I know that it was released much closer as far as years are concerned, because vanilla release was 2004, Cataclysm was 2010. But just the game, mainly speaking of like the New World and the flying, or the New Old World and the flying in the New Old World, it feels like it's closer to retail than it is vanilla. So if it's sort of like if I wanted to play retail, you know, I got new expansions that I could get into, like Dragonflight. I haven't played retail since early Shadowlands. So Cataclysm to me is kind of like a half measure. And as Michael said, no more half measures, Walter. May as well go full measure and just play Dragonflight. That's the way I look at it. Or whatever the hell is going on with retail. I still don't understand what's going on with retail. People have tried to explain it to me. It's like 3 expansions. They're still releasing like every 2 years. But they just gave like the premise for each one, I guess. Is that what's going on? There's something about time traveling too, and like going back to previous expansions. Is that like a thing? Are they harnessing the power of nostalgia? That's going to be kind of an interesting display of mental gymnastics by retail players, if so, because I've listened to retail players for like the past 6 years about how I don't actually like classic WoW and it's all nostalgia and you shouldn't value nostalgia. So if they're doing like some sort of time warp crap in retail WoW, I want to see how they mentally navigate that into saying that nostalgia is now okay and it's okay to like it, which it always was, by the way. There's nothing wrong with liking nostalgia. I went on this rant before. World of Warcraft Classic is like, because everybody's so tribalistic, WoW Classic is like the only thing that people gatekeep what you're allowed to like and not like with nostalgia. You watch an old movie from your childhood, The Goonies, or is there somebody saying, well, you don't actually like that movie, you're just nostalgic about it because you saw it as a kid? If you have maybe an old recipe that your mom cooked, maybe you cook it yourself and you eat it, there's nobody saying, well, you don't actually like that food, it's just nostalgic for you because you played it when you were younger, or you ate it when you were younger. But it's so weird, like World of Warcraft Classic specifically, all of a sudden nostalgia is like used to delegitimize it completely. And I think it comes from tribalism, MMO tribalism and insecurity, because if for them to relent that a past version of the game is good, that's like a challenge to the current game that they play. And because they're insecure about their opinion, they try to find like some sort of, you know, ulterior reason as to why it's not actually good, to delegitimize it, right? It's people don't want to play it because they think it's a better game. They just think it's nostalgic, right? I think that's the mindset. I think it comes from insecurity. It's sort of like the tribalism with like, oh god, the age-old conflict of Xbox versus Nintendo versus PlayStation. How people can't like stop talking about how amazing their console is. And if it truly were amazing and they have so much fun with it, they would be playing it instead of arguing about it on the internet. I love Nintendo so much, I spend 0 time playing it, and I spend 100% of my time trying to convince strangers on the internet to fall in line with my opinion. Oh, I love it. I love it. I spend so much mental energy in trying to explain people why I am right and they are wrong. That shows how secure I am in my opinion, you guys, I swear. I swear. Wait, actually, let me read these. So what's going on with retail? I kind of went on a mini rant there instead of like reading, actually. Let's see. I'm trying to look for griffins as well at the same time. It's just moonkins. Wrong game mode, moonkins. You want to be in Season of Discovery. See, look, they have, even in game, they have 0 mana. Look at this crap. They're already as NPCs. This is ridiculous. So are they like going back in time in retail? Are they going back in time in retail then? Are they like going to past expansions? I thought I saw something like that in the intro presentation. I did not look at the panel. Ooh, also, yeah, it's as far as the console wars are concerned, because consoles are so expensive, I think it's more of like trying to avoid buyer's remorse, because for a lot of people it's not both. You don't get an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a Nintendo. You choose like one, right? So it's like, again, it's insecurity, but it's them trying to reinforce that they made the right decision, right? Yeah, I picked the superior console. People kind of have the tendency to protect their financial investments, and I feel that is evidenced through the console war, which still rages on to this day. Even though I feel like there really aren't even that many console exclusives these days as there used to be, right? Isn't I can't believe Sonic is being made by Nintendo. That's kind of groundbreaking. If you told a kid in the 80s and 90s that Nintendo will be developing Sonic games, or I guess publishing maybe. I think maybe Sega's still developing, but Nintendo's publishing them or something. That would have just blew everybody's minds. That was the true tribalistic war. Mario versus Sonic. Right? Mario versus Sonic. Second expansion is something about going back to the Sunwell. Interesting. Back to Sunwell, huh? Sega Saturn is best and you know it. I was actually lucky enough to have a Sega Saturn as a kid. I liked Daytona USA, which had an amazing soundtrack. Don't you even at me. I had a Virtua Fighter and also Virtua Cop. Those were my 3 Sega Saturn titles. Didn't play it that much, but I'm surprised you didn't say Dreamcast, actually. A lot of people love the Dreamcast. The Sega Dreamcast, I've been told, was ahead of its time. It came out a little bit too early. Had they waited a little bit longer, and maybe beefed it up a little bit more to compete with the GameCube and Xbox and PS2, then Sega would still be around today, but they went too early with the Dreamcast. Dude, Mini Tricks, thank you for the Prime. Did you have Symphony of the Night? I did not. I hear that one is rather good, though, as is Sonic CD. Wait, no, Sonic CD wasn't Sega Saturn, was it? Sonic CD might have been the 32X, that peripheral for the Sega Genesis. Okay, one more of these damn things. This quest is not worth it. It seems like all the time, the items that are not quest items take longer. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't bound. You can buy and sell these on the auction house. It's probably used for, like, crafting or something, or reputation. I don't know. When they're not a quest item, they always, like, take forever to get. You know, the last one will take 20 mobs to drop. Well, that's how it usually is. Unless you're a streamer, of course, and it drops on this next one right here, right now. Damn it. Kilberto says, watch your YouTube videos. Love your take on things, and you have the most chill voice ever. Great to catch you on stream. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for watching both my videos and also now my stream. I like it. I like it when people compliment me about my voice. Usually people insult me about my voice. Or at least that's how it started off. These days people compliment me about it though, so hell yeah. No, I'm glad to provide, Kale. Thank you. It's really thoughtful. Bit-sized Peach. Thank you for the tier 1. For 3 months now. Hell yeah. Things are going bad in Alderman. Oh god, yeah, I'm just looking at this. Stone Vault Brawler. Stone Vault Flameweaver. Force of Nature. Stone Vault Mauler. Oh my god, we have an Alderman wipe. Oh god. F's in chat for the Alderman wipe. Here, let's get rid of this stupid pumpkin. Somebody said in chat the last one's going to take 20 kills. Oh god, come on, man. Please let there be a griffin around the corner. Oh god. Wasali says, thanks for your great content, as always. I just wonder what bag add-on you're using. I like the segmentation. Good question. This is called Addy Bags. It's my favorite, one of my favorite add-ons in vanilla. It segments, as you said, it segments everything. You have quest, consumable, junk, trade goods. It really helps finding stuff for me. And you can also customize what categories. Let's say, for instance, zesty clam meat. I just vendor these. I put them in the junk pile. So I don't have to look through here and like, okay, on a zesty clam meat, okay, red wolf meat, I'm not going to do cooking, junk. And it'll auto put it in there. I think you can maybe also make your own custom categories and name it yourself maybe. Like, okay, I want to do, here's my AQ gear, here's my fire resist gear. I think I did that, in fact, in the 2019 re-release. I had like fire resist custom category. It's a very versatile add-on. Recommend it to everybody. Addy Bags, ADIBAGS on CurseForge. Hey, what's up, Popo? Saw you in chat there. Why is the questies look weird here? It's saying there are griffins everywhere. There certainly aren't griffins at all of these locations that it's saying. Go home, Questy. You're drunk. I'm gonna head east here. I'm gonna head east and see if maybe we can pick it up here. And then we're gonna turn these in. And then we're gonna do this escort. And I want to check this as well. Okay. Oh, everybody's dying today. Jesus. Stay safe out there, you guys. Yeah, Season of Discovery. I see people here and there asking about it. Overall, I'm excited, but I don't know what to make of it yet fully. I'm excited, but I don't know what to fully make of it yet. I have to play it, you guys. Then I'll tell you more. You guys remember when I used to make videos? Wasn't that awesome? Maybe I should do that again, huh? I apologize for the lack of videos on the channel. Honestly, I've just been in stream mode for the past couple months, I guess. I've just been in full stream mode. I really haven't been in the mood to make videos, and having suffered from some major burnout from YouTube. A lot of you guys probably know about that. I try to listen to myself. I listen to my body and my mind. And whenever I feel like I'm not really into something, I try not to force it, because that's what really leads to burnout. So that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen a video from the Monotone Madness in a decent bit. I think we're about to enter 2 months without a video on the channel. I apologize for that, but I've just been in stream mode lately. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys are having fun watching. What's not fun is this last fucking elegant tail feather. Okay, this is it right here. This long, elegant feather, please. Okay. Oh, God. Saying that, though, I could call it an early... I don't know, we'll see. I do have a script, a voiceover finished for a hardcore review, okay? And, it's very, very slow but steady, but I have felt a little bit more recently like making a video than I have in the past couple of months. So I could work on that potentially today, but I would have to cut the stream earlier than usual, so definitely what I want to do is that it has to be like I have to divvy up social media time and divvy that up between Twitch and YouTube. I can't have... I've explained this before. I'm at a point in my life where I have 3 major things going on. I only have room for 2 of them. Twitch, YouTube, and going outside. Now, back in the day, before my big burnout, I would forego the latter. I would stay in my basement all day. I would wake up, stream World of Warcraft, make videos about World of Warcraft, go to bed, wake up, stream World of Warcraft, make videos about World of Warcraft. And doing that for so long attributed a lot to my burnout. And these days, I'm happy to say I get out much more. And the personal life is going great, actually. But it's because I've set boundaries, work-life balance, right? It kind of feels awkward calling it work because I still look at it as a hobby. But I'm much better with work-life balance these days, and I have to maintain that. So my going outside time, I don't infringe upon, which means that like there'll be some days where if you don't see me streaming, it's either I'm going outside or I'm working on a YouTube video, or days where I'm not working on a YouTube video, I'm streaming or I'm going outside. So all this is to say, I could work on a YouTube video today, but I'd have to cut into my streaming time. Usually I like to stream until because I'm a boomer and I need to go to bed early, around the evening of my time. So maybe I could stop before the evening, which would be like now, by the way, to work on a video. I've been so tired after I'm done streaming. I think it's like streaming isn't physically taxing at all, obviously. It's kind of mentally taxing for me sometimes. Just because you have to be I'm chill, right? It's relaxing for me, but you still have to kind of be on a little bit. You guys know what I mean? You kind of have to be on. Do you guys have similar things with your work to where if you know that you have to talk to people, you're kind of on, right? And you, when you return home, hopefully you guys have this, you return home, you can kind of turn yourself off and just focus on you, have some you time, some me time. Wow, whoever said the last feather was going to take 1 million kills, you were totally right. So yeah, by the time I finish my stream, I'm kind of drained sometimes. I'm straight to bed. Straight to bed. Usually I feel alright at the end of my stream, but it's just a wave of fatigue hits me. Dude, Craftig, thank you for the prime, my main man. Okay, there we go, finally. Good lord. This quest is not worth it. If I do another horde character, I'm gonna skip this quest. Don't let me do it. It's totally not worth it. Social battery. That's actually a good way of describing it, Hamsfried. Social battery. I think I might steal that. Was your priest so gassy? I don't know. I think he needs to cut back on the Mountain Dew. Streams are great for after work each day, honestly. They're nice and chill. Thank you, Dark Knight. They're probably less chill when I'm complaining about microtransactions. But I hope for the most part They are chill for you guys. I'm glad to provide that. I think there's too much stress in the world. I think I speak for a lot of people. Too much stress, too much shit to worry about, too many problems, too many politics, too much this is wrong, too much this isn't fair, too much this isn't right. I hope that this stream can provide a respite and you can just listen to the monotone madness. Mostly enjoy his video games, but also maybe every now and then complain about microtransactions and laugh at people arguing about Classic WoW in chat, because it's highly entertaining to me. Hello. Ripple delivery. Ripple delivery, where's this? Orgrimmar. Screw you, that's on the other fucking continent. Are you out of your mind? Okay, well, I'm sure we're going to be in Orgrimmar by happenstance anyway. We may even have some other turn-ins over there. We need to do training. So I think what I want to do, actually... Oh, I don't know. Let's do this robot chicken quest, because we're going to have a triple turn-in then in Booty Bay. Actually a quad turn-in, because we did the beer quests on the shore, right? The Lost Grog, if you will. What's up, Renegade? How's it going, man? I've been, it's kind of funny. People have described me as the Bob Ross of World of Warcraft. I highly disagree. I feel like Bob Ross is more chill than I. But it's Dad Season was stopping by the Best in Slot fast food restaurant. Wendy's, by the way. Any other answer is incorrect. And the drive-thru guy there said that he got major Bob Ross vibes from him, my dad. So I'm not the only one in my family who's been attributed to the mighty Bob Ross, actually. And which is kind of funny because my dad and I watched Bob Ross when I was a kid all the time, and even as an adult too. And I do oil painting, acrylic oil painting here and there as well. Ooh, also, update with that. So I floated this idea before. I'll float it again because I have an update with it this time. I thought, here's turn off this shadow aura. What would be a good YouTube series, and this might mix things up for me. God damn it, you stupid wolf, stream sniping son of a bitch. Hang on, I have to kill this wolf before I can explain this. I find cool, like, nature scenes, landscape scenes in World of Warcraft. So right here, for instance, right? I take a coup screenshot. So I think this would be pretty cool, actually. I take a coup screenshot, and then I paint it live on video, and I make a YouTube series out of that. We can do each zone in the game. There'll be a Hinterlands video. There'll be a Tenaris video. There'll be a, Dun Moreau video, and I'll paint it for you guys, just like Bob Ross, and I'll like provide commentary. They'll be like, here we have a happy little tree over here, and I'll like kind of just describe what I'm doing, talk about World of Warcraft, complain about microtransactions, of course, as is custom from this channel. The update with that, though, is... Well, the thing is that I haven't done this yet because I'm not the best at it. I'm a very beginner, self-taught, unless you count Bob Ross teaching me through the joy of painting. But I've taken the next step, and I'm going to be taking classes. I'm going to be taking art classes in order to actually be taught by a professional what the hell I'm doing, so I can make something presentable for you guys, semi-presentable. Because right now I'm really self-conscious of my skills, and I wouldn't want to do a series yet because I feel like I'm not. Well, actually, this line of thought is actually very, very antithetical to Bob Ross. Would be very disappointed with me. He said, one of the most difficult things about painting is getting over the fear of painting. And Bob Ross would say, you know what, man, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you're going to make is going to be interesting and beautiful. You should just do it. Don't stress. You're stressing too much. It's the joy of painting. Just paint, and you'll become better over time. And buy my painting equipment. That's what Bob Ross would tell me. He would say I'm getting way too much into my own head, and to just do it, and just to enjoy myself. And I'm getting too nervous about it. Just let the brush flow. Just let the brush flow. That's what he would say. But I'm going to ignore Bob Ross because I'm too self-conscious about my artistry skills. So I'm going to take classes before I do that series. Because it's very important for me to impress strangers on the internet. As you guys know, I'm a social media content creator. I basically live and breathe on the opinion of other people. It's very important to me. It's very important to me. Please clap. Please compliment me. No, I feel like maybe just a little bit of professional training wouldn't hurt, right? More in the sense of like, maybe I would be better equipped to teach other people, because I would like to share the joy of painting with you guys as well. Maybe I'll turn, I do believe what Bob said is true. There's an artist in everybody. There is. It's waiting to come out. You just need somebody to grab it and pull it out. Maybe I could be that person through my YouTube videos. So if I actually take professional classes, if people have like questions and stuff, or maybe if I live stream it, I'll be able to answer them better. Won't teach my bad habits to other people, right? I think that could be fun. I love nature, actually. This is getting a little bit personal, but I said I've been going outside a lot, but what I've been doing is I've been going to, like, you know, parks and whatnot, and nature centers. I love nature. I love the simplicity of nature. I love animals. I feel like today's world is a little bit complicated sometimes. Everything's too complicated, so I appreciate the simplicity of nature. I like to capture that too with painting. And also virtual nature as well, taking the sights and sounds of the hinterlands. Ignore the murderous wolves that are stealthed and stalking. We escort the robot chicken, and we're gonna cheese this crap. Watch. I'm gonna show you guys how to cheese the robot chickens. Milpalif, thank you for the prime. Shoutouts to you. So he's gonna like pause and stuff, right? You can cheese all of these robot chicken quests. It's easier to do as a hunter because you have a pet. But what you do is you aggro the mobs and you drag them away. And you don't go far enough away to where the quest fails. But you go far away enough to where the robot chicken just keeps on going. He keeps on trucking. And eventually the mobs will run away and you won't have to fight them. You can do this with all of them. Oh, this guy waved at me. Let's wave back at him. Okay, here it goes. So you just aggro him. Come on, douchers. Shit, that wolf is gonna attack him. I don't think I got the wolf. Yep. Okay, shit. This is bad now. This is very bad. What we're gonna have to do is this. Okay, so we have to save the chicken, but we have to kite these stupid things. Wait, where's oops, I didn't mean to fort myself actually. Okay, these shit, they're gonna, okay, here we go. We have to drag the chicken away from the owl beast. They're gonna patrol past. This is, ah, shit, he patted back. Oh no, okay, this is bad. They're gonna aggro him now. Shit. Okay, no, he got past. Okay, this is all planned. This is all planned, except for that. Hang on. Swiftness potion, maybe? Okay, that's the really scuffed, frantic way of doing it. But as you can see, it worked. You just have to not allow them to run into him. That was like the really roundabout way. What went wrong there is that he aggroed a wolf. That was not part of this quest, actually. He just happened to be walking on the path at that point. Maybe I can show you a better demonstration because I think it'll spawn more. Here. Let's head on over how. Let's head on over how. Oh, you don't want to go down that rod. No, there's a lot of history down that rod. Here we go. Here we go. Where did the other one spawn? Is it Vile Branch that spawns next? Let's see here. I forget exactly. I think there's another spawn. I think it's more Wildkins, Moonkins, 3 trolls. The thing is, I want to be shielded too, so they don't daze me off of my mount. Anything you can do to avoid daze is going to be useful, obviously. But I said hunters were easier because you can just send your pet at them. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. So you take these douchers, and you go over how. I hope he doesn't aggro another fucking wolf. I saw a stealth wolf there. Okay, he's just going now. It looks like I got the wolf. And you just kind of, you don't go near the chicken. If you go near the chicken, he'll help you. So just give him a wide berth here, but don't go too far away, or else the quest will abandon. See, there you go. Perfect. That's how you're supposed to do it. And that's quest complete. You can do that for all 3 of them. I believe maybe the Tannerus one, it spawns like scorpions right next to you. So you can't do it for that one. For that particular spawn. But if they spawn far away enough, then you can do it, as you just saw. That's in my hardcore tips and tricks video if I ever make it. Which I probably won't because I've been too lazy. Not lazy, I just haven't been in the video making mood. It's not laziness. I swear. That's some good water. That's some good water. Yeah, these quests, if you'd want to do it the normal way, I would suggest a group. They're rather difficult, all of these quests, all 3 of them. I believe the Fearless one is the most difficult, which is kind of funny because it's like the lowest level zone. But the Fearless one, they send 3 like really high health Yetis at you, and then I think like 4 gnolls or something. It's crazy. The Fearless one is hardcore. Okay, so one turn in here. Let's see here. Hang on. One turn in there. And I think what I want to do is we're going to head back to like Fearless and Tannerus. Because we have some like random ass quests to finish there.
What you looking for?
The final message to the Wildhammer. What's the final message to the Wildhammer? Is this a Jintha Allure quest? Oh, it's PvP. Oh, they want you to do a PvP quest. I'm not doing that crap. Screw that. Screw you. I don't even want to go all the way out there. There's no boat that comes here, right? This is just the random ass dock. I've never heard of any boat that goes to Hinterlands. So, I guess now what we can do is we can head back to the Undercity. We have a turn in the Undercity. We can train in the Undercity. Then I think we're going to take the Zeppelin to Orgrimmar. Before we do that, though, this is kind of a long flight path. We do have pre-rolls coming up in 10 minutes. I'm going to AFK here. I'm going to play some ads as per usual, so we don't get ads during gameplay here. We push off those pre-rolls for a while. So this is a good opportunity for you guys as well to take a bit of a break, because I will be right back. And we're probably going to do Feralus, Tannerus, and then finish up there, and then maybe Searing Gorge after that. And we're going to hit 49 tonight, hopefully. But I'll be right back.
May your blades never dull.
Shut up, Chris Smetson. Alrighty. Is Man City going to play Warrior in Season of Discovery? What's up, Big? I will probably play Soul Link Warlock, Hunter. I was thinking actually Arcane Mage would be interesting. Try Mage Healer. And I think I will play Warrior. Warrior looks rather interesting. I want to play like maybe a bunch of classes in Season of Discovery. I'm going a little bit too overboard. It'll be more feasible because, you know, everything's capped at 25, right? So I'll have plenty of time to, you know, get a few alts up, and maybe we can like it. They haven't said anything about world buffs, I don't think, but maybe get some raiding in. It really depends. If there are world buffs, I guess I'll just have to bite my lip and farm them. If I would play any class that would benefit from more Chief's Blessing, I would probably just play Horde, so I don't have to do the stupid mind control in Out of Bounds Orgrimmar, or I guess you can do it in Crossroads as well. That's the worst thing ever. I hated doing that in vanilla. Anybody else get real spooked by plague lands when they first end playing WoW? Yeah, for sure. What spooked me the most, I remember this very clearly. You guys know those tunnels from Dunmoreau to like Thelsamar to like Searing Gorge, those long red tunnels? So my first level 60 ended up being a Dwarf Pally, and I remember the first time I went in one of those tunnels, I was like, oh shit, there's something deadly at the end of this tunnel. I think I also remember reading in chat, like somebody saying, don't go through the tunnel or something. They're warning about some tunnel. So I was like really scared of those tunnels in Dunmoreau. That was like the first time I ever got like actually kind of scared in the game. Let's see. Let's turn this one in Rinji's Secret and Lines of Communication. We got a double here. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. These are worse. Shit. She's got Dreamweave. I might want to do some shopping here. Wait, was that a triple turn-in? That was a triple turn-in. Damn. Hell yeah. So, assisting Archdruid, Hemel Rude Totem. I guess we may as well grab that. What are these? Undercity. Tide Pools. This is Fellwood, right? Fellwood Slime Sim. I think I might grab like all of these random ass Undercity quests. The ones that aren't dungeons at least. In case that they lead to wherever I'm going. I'm going to do a little bit of Feralus, Tannerus, and then after that we're going to do Searing Gorge. And then maybe after that we're ready for Fellwood. I believe Horde get an extra hub in Fellwood, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do our training. How are we doing on gold here? Well, we haven't vendored yet, and we have 23 gold. We might be able to afford something on the auction house. We're pretty blued out of our minds right now. Here, Mana Burn, Fort Shield. And I guess we'll get Holy Fire. We never use Holy Fire though, so maybe screw that crap. Maybe let's stop training Holy Fire and Smite. Mana Burn I want though. I want Fort. Boom. And I want Shield. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, I want to grab all of these quests. Well, actually, let's vendor first. Vendor all of our stuff. Clear these bags. Boom, boom. These tribal troll necklaces, are these alliance only? Because I haven't used them for anything. Okay. Soulbound gear. We can auction that. I wonder if I just want to auction my ore at this point, because I have iron grenades, right? I might want to make thorium grenades though, actually. I have my green lens. Usually that's where I kind of stop with engineer. Maybe I could just make money now and convert the money into gear. BOE blues. Here's our blues. So Dreamweave gloves we bought. Dalewind trousers we bought. This is a quest reward. Wand of Alistars we bought. We bought the Dreamweave vest. We bought the... I made the green lens of Shadow Wrath. Let's see if maybe we have something here. I'm just going to search for like rare. Let's see, level 40 to level 50. Armor cloth. Shoulder. None. Waist. The Serenity belt. I don't want that. Legs. Oh, we got Dalewinds, yeah. Feet. The Cold Stone slippers. Cold Stone is a phenomenal athlete. Those are stupid. Wrist. The Forgotten Wraps. Why are they forgotten? Because they're shitty. Hands. Yeah, we got the Dreamweave gloves. Back. The Dark Phantom Cape. These are edgy. I think actually there was a staff I was looking at. The Soul Keeper. We can't afford it, damn it. It has a lot of spirit on it. That's why I wanted it. I almost bought this actually until I realized it was nature damage, which would have been kind of funny. We can't afford that yet. Maybe we go for the Soul Keeper next. Yeah, I'm so close to 60 for the tournament, you guys. Can you believe it? Oh, God. I don't really know what to do with my ore yet, so I'm just going to bank it for now. Until I decide. Maybe we'll, like, convert that into profession levels. I'm not sure. Wildvine we can auction, though. These gems, I'll auction. Gold ore, I'll auction. These will auction. Let's do a little bit of auctioning. You think we might get a BRD raid in Season of Discovery? So what were the level ranges? They were confirmed in an interview. I think it's 25, 40, 50, 60. What level is BRD? I guess they could re-level it and just change the levels and stuff. Hey, what's up, Jedzi? I think a BRD raid would be great. BRD is probably my favorite dungeon in Vanilla WoW. But I would also like... What are you guys' thoughts on these level up raids? So they're turning dungeons into raids. I hope that they like maintain a way to go into the original dungeon too. In case like if they were to do BRD as a raid, you could also do the original dungeon version of BRD too, if you wanted to. Sort of like how I believe in retail WoW, they have a new Karazhan, right? But you can still do the old Karazhan. Okay. Mage Weave. We need to make bandages. Let's get rid of this potion, this poopy one. We'll buy better ones. The Tribal Troll Knight. I'm just going to vendor these. Screw it. They don't sell for anything. Okay, we need Superior Mana. God, why are these so expensive? Jesus. Okay, we need Light Feather. Like a couple stacks of 20, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. And Wildvine, I can sell this for a lot. Wildvine sells like crazy, because you need it for, at the very least, you need it for the green lens for engineers, and everybody's an engineer. In hardcore mode, of course. Oh, you know what? Shit. Okay, we have a little bit more. Finn the Fox, you're welcome, man. Thank you for watching it. Hey, what's up, Todd? Thank you for watching the content. I'm glad you enjoy it. I hope at the very least I can hit 60 before Season of Discovery. I was been rather slow, you guys. Thank you for being patient. When I said I like to savor the flavor of leveling, I wasn't kidding here. This is quite the savoring of the flavoring. Oh, please buy my patterns. True silver ore. This necklace is super good. It's a green one, but it should sell for a lot. I haven't given up on it yet. Jewelry like of the monkey or of the bear or of the whale, of the owl, of the eagle is all very, very good. These green lenses I haven't given up hope for. Okay. We're gonna vendor these. Okay. We have some turn-ins in Booty Bay as well. Wait, we wanted to grab these random quests, right? Okay, so assisting Archdruid. Let's grab this one. I think I'm gonna abandon the one that goes to like southwestern Arathi in the Pirate Cove, because I've had this forever and I don't want to go over there. Okay, wool, dungeon. I don't want to pick up the dungeon ones. We got some Fellwood quests I'd like to grab now. Improved quality, Orgrimmar Ripple delivery. Yeah, we're gonna just do like a bunch of random turn-ins. I literally thought your name was Mad Cow Season. I get that a lot, actually, Sean. You're not the only one. A lot of people have said that. They misread my name as like Mad Cow Season Show. I hope they turn the current raid into the tiered dungeon like SM now and bring in SM, Nomer, and Karazhan as endgame raids. They did show a Nomergon screenshot. I think Nomergon's going to be the level... Was it level 40? No, it's 25, 40, 50, 60. Well, 40 is a little bit high, but they could just adjust the level range too.
And you are...
What are these?
What is it?
This is errand for apothecary. We gotta get rid of shit. Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna do the PvP quest. That would be madness.
What would you have?
I don't even know if you need to flag for that quest, but it's there in the hinterlands if I decide I want to do it later. Testing for corruption for Felwood and Ungoro. Okay. And there's one in here. No, that's Scarlet Monastery. Okay. We have like something in Undercity here. Let's turn this one in. 40 would be SM surely. Yeah, they showed an SM screenshot too. Unless they could do both.
What is it? Farewell.
And return over here. Oh god. I'm glad I have a mount. No, I'm mostly interested in, like, they said they're gonna do PvP tournaments. I believe I heard through the grapevine. Some random guy in chat said that to me. So I mean, come on, it's some random guy in chat. How can you not trust that? I believe OTK is going to do more classic tournaments since the first one was such a smashing success. What's this one? Into the Field. Ooh, it's Tannerus. Okay, good. See, that's why you pick up these random quests, because I was going to head to Tannerus anyway. Cool. Next, let's take the Zeppelin. We have a couple of choices here. So we wanted to do Tannerus and everything first. I need to go to Booty Bay for some turn-ins, and I also need to go to Orgrimmar for some turn-ins. I guess we'll do Booty Bay first, which means that we should take the Zeppelin to Gromgal, right? No, let's just go to Orgrimmar, because then we can go to Orgrimmar to Ratchet, and then Ratchet to Booty Bay, then Booty Bay back to Ratchet, and then we fly south to Feralus and Tannerus. And we turn in all that, and then we go from there. And we don't die on the Undercity elevator, too. Demo Daddy, thank you for the gifted sub, my main man. Shoutouts to you. It's time for some booty in the Booty Bay. Tabitha's task. Okay, I'm just double checking. These are all like dungeon quests. Which, screw dungeons. I'm not doing any more dungeons on this character. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I want to hit level 60, guys. Oregon College Band, I just want to let you know that I think of you when I hear that one movement from Hungarian Rhapsody #2. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, those of you who know my videos know I'm a big fan of classical music. Hungarian Rhapsody, I like a lot of Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Chopin. It fits very well with like shit going crazy with World of Warcraft, I feel. It's very fitting. Actually, I get a lot of compliments on my musical choice for my videos, and I appreciate that because I feel like music is undervalued. Music is a huge part of videos. Wait, we got a new fort, right? We didn't upgrade that. I'm pretty sure. Where's fort on my bar? No, we did. Okay, yeah, it's rank 5. Class do you have at 60? Well, about that regular red. We would have a hunter, but we lost a 52 hunter to a disconnect, and we lost a 29 hunter to a disconnect. So we have 0 60s actually. It breaks my heart to say. The one dungeon you do, it goes awful. Yeah, I know, right? I gave it a shot. You guys have to hand it to me. I did give it a good old college try, and that was not my fault, that wipe. I feel like that was not my fault. That whole boss pull started off wrong because we had a blood drinker in there for some reason. There's an ad that wasn't supposed to be there. It was like patrolling or something. I have no idea. But we should have waited until that exited, but the tank kind of just charged in. Let's see. You'll get there in time. Yeah, we're keeping at it. Hopefully 49 today. If things go as planned, 49. We'll see. How are we doing here, in fact? A little over a third, right? We're getting there. Really, like, what, 40%? Is that 40% right there? Not too shabby. You chose so many good Final Fantasy tracks for the videos. Yes. You can also... Thank you, Dr. Den. But you can also kind of get a taste of my musical palette. Or just not even that, my musical palette, but like my taste in games, too, through my videos. A lot of Final Fantasy, a lot of RPGs in general. Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana. Got some platformers in there. Got some Mario. Got some Sonic. Got some Donkey Kong Country. Shoutouts to Donkey Kong Country, my favorite platformer. Everybody's all like Mario versus Sonic. I say screw that. Donkey Kong Country. Everybody in Gilligan's Island is like Ginger or Marianne, and I'm up here with my hands up. What about Mrs. Howell? The disrespect. The disrespect. Oh, Lovey! Wait, no, it didn't. I guess Thurston said Lovey. Oh, Thurston! Yeah, you guys got that mental image in your head now. How do you like that? That's what you come for this stream. Okay. Yeah, I go down the spiral staircase because I don't play Horde. I don't know fall damage. Okay. I'm a little bit scared. That's fine. Being scared, fear, is a survival mechanism. It serves a survival mechanism purpose. Bone-bladed weapons. What's this? White Ravissar claws. Ungoro Crater quest? Maybe? White Ravissar. Dungeon. Wool. We'll grab this one too. I don't know what this is, but we'll grab it. And we'll just take the flight to Ratchet. Hang on, I'm humming Horde music again. Let's fix this real quick. Ah, Stormwind City. Just like I left it. Here we have Old Town we're entering here. The drag. It's quite a drag, if you ask me. Oh, so glorious. I can't wait to play Alliance again. Season of Discovery. We're doing it. Alliance will be our character for season. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to be super cheap and make an Orc Soul Link Warlock. But I do want to... wait, Necklace Recovery. This is Uldaman. Get this crap out of here. And I want to grab this one, Bone Bladed Weapons. Wait, should we do Thunderbluff too? I bet you we have Thunderbluff quests that lead to Ungoro. In fact, I know we have a turning quest in Thunderbluff. My god, how high does this thing go? Excessive much? Oh, you know what? Oh my god, I remember PvPing up here. This was one of my hiding spots. Oh my god, the memories are flooding back to me right now. Yes, this doucher, Jezreman. In Vanilla WoW, circa 2005 gaming here, the Monotone Madness, in between Battleground queues, because I was on Khadgar Alliance, and they were far... It was super, super imbalanced. Faction imbalance isn't something that's new with the re-release, I assure you. Servers were imbalanced back then. It's one of the reasons why they released Crossrealm Battlegrounds. But Khadgar was heavily, heavily favored for the Alliance. And it was so bad that, like, getting into a Warsong Gulch match, depending on the time of the day that you queue, typically in the evening it got worse, could take you like 2 or 3 hours. So what I would do in between queues, I would kind of skulk around in the Valley of Honor, because you would be flagged exiting Battlegrounds. So I'd find some unsuspecting hordes. This was a spot right here, because there's like few... Oh, this guy's... The scout's here's patrolling right now, but generally, from like here to here, there's like no guards or civilians that'll rat you out. There's like a patrolling one right there. So this was the prime ganking spot, and what I would do if I got into trouble, I would walk up that tower you just saw me go up, because nobody really checked that tower. It was very, very low traffic, and that was usually my escape route. Hey, what's up, Bob? How's it going, my main man? Eliak, thank you for the prime. Says, thanks for all the great content, both streaming and videos. It's my pleasure, Eliak. Thank you for watching it. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, absolutely zero life. Absolutely zero life. But yeah, the memories flooded back to me going up to that tower. That was crazy. Okay, well, where is Thunderbluff relative to Ratchet? So we have a turn in here. Oh, and he's going to get the... Well, you know what? He's just going to give the Ungoro Soil quest. You don't need this quest to get the soil, so it's a waste to go to Thunderbluff right now. We can just go there once we have the soil, I believe. Wow, there's a lot of quests in Desolate still. So we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do Feraless, because we got some action going on here. And we're going to do a little bit of Tannerus, because we got some action going on here. And then... Searing Gorge, I think. Searing Gorge into Ungoro Crater. And then Ungoro Crater probably into Fellwood. And then maybe like Western Plaguelands from there. That's kind of thinking far ahead, though. Are you an OnlyFangs? I am not. People have suggested it to me. I'm not sure if I want to do it, though, because I'm not going to be raiding, so I'm not really sure what I'd be able to do. Yeah, I guess I'm just not sure. I've been kind of very solo with hardcore mode. The main end game content for me is my challenge, my self-imposed challenge. I want to get every class to 60 on hardcore mode, so I can use it as a method of bragging, so people can awkwardly stare at me. They have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see. Thanks for helping myself and so many others begin playing this crack cocaine. You're welcome, I guess. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Oh god, I feel kind of bad. As long as it's not impeding your life, of course. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. And you're enjoying it, and it brings you enjoyment in your life. I say hell yeah, my pleasure. They have a subguild of people who just want to be available to get streamers into dungeon runs. Oh my god. That's true streamer privilege. Good lord. No, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't really be interested in that, I guess. No, I've been having just fun leveling and stuff. Very solo-minded in hardcore mode. I might do maybe some guild activities in Season of Discovery. I wouldn't mind that. Maybe I have to hit up Crusade. See if Raid 5's maybe doing some Season of Discovery shenanigans. That was my guild from 2019. By the way. When is trivia time? I have to think of a question. We could do it though. Okay, let's do a trivia time. I just got a question. I have to get all my music set up because it's all still very scuffed. So we're gonna do trivia, you guys. If you're not subbed, log in and get ready because I'm giving away subs here, or one sub rather. Ignore these noises. We can just do this actually. I'm gonna bookmark all of these. Uh-oh. You guys know that you know it's that time. It's orgasm time. Are you ready? Prepare your ears for an eargasm. Boom. Oh. So good. My body is yours, Stormwind music. It's yours to do with as you please. Okay, we do... Sorry, I'm just getting my trivia stuff ready. I have the question ready, but I don't have the music ready. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another thrilling episode of the Monotone Madness's Trivia Extravaganza, the only game show on Twitch where the streamer pays you with a gifted subscription. The rules are as follows. Although everybody's welcome to participate, the first non-subscriber to answer my following trivia question correctly will receive a gifted subscription from the Monotone Madness himself. And I will also say your name. And our parasocial relationship will grow to levels you never thought possible before. And rule 2, you also have to be following me, because I only want to give subscribers to people who are following me, okay? No freebies here, so click that heart button. In order to be eligible for this, you need to not be subscribed, and you need to be following me. I'll give you guys some time. I'll give you a moment to get those fingers ready. Get those vanilla brains going. Actually, this isn't necessarily a vanilla question. It is a World of Warcraft related question. It is a BlizzCon related question. That is your tip. A BlizzCon related question. So get BlizzCon pre-searched in Google. Get it ready. Because we're going to get this question out of here. Actually, everybody refresh stream as well. I have a feeling people are behind. There's an F earlier, and I think it like delayed people. I just noticed that because I'm like saying something. And you guys are kind of I see some people reacting to it like a full minute later. So I'll give you guys a little bit of extra time. Okay. The boat is here. We are running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. In one of the BlizzCons, J. Allen Brack said this infamous quote to vanilla players when asked about the release of vanilla servers. He said, "You think you do, but you don't." What expansion were they previewing at this BlizzCon? What new retail WoW expansion was revealed at this BlizzCon? What were they talking about when he received this question? It was the "you think you do, but you don't" quote. It was during BlizzCon. What expansion reveal was this BlizzCon? You think you want it, but you don't? Glarfugus. That's incorrect. I'm sorry. Classic. BFA. Misho TTV says WAD. The Warlords of Draenor. Misha TTV. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. But that is absolutely correct. It was, ironically enough, this infamous quote was said during what many people described to be the worst World of Warcraft expansion ever, the Warlords of Draenor. Let's give a big rousing round of applause here to Misho TTV. Everybody, please clap. Please clap. Misho TTV, shoutouts to you and your World of Warcraft knowledge. You are a winner today. And you receive a gifted sub from the Monotone Madness. Hell yeah. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. BFA, I see a lot of BFAers. Nope, it was Wrath, it was WAD, baby. Look at the background. Look at the background. It was that long ago? It was. This was like at the height. So WAD came out. People were, as you would expansion, people were rather disillusioned with the World of Warcraft at this point. And at this point, I think also wasn't, I think the Stellaris shutdown came after this. It was a little bit after this, but as you would expect, the urge and the desire for Classic at this point was at an all-time high. People were yearning at this point more than ever before to go back in time to a state of the game that they enjoyed. Oh, we have a turn-in Gromgald as well. We'll have to do that. Yeah, it was during Warlords of Draenor, BlizzCon, where J. Allen Brack gave that infamous line, "You think you do, but you don't," which ended up being true for some people, to give him credit. But generally, considering what we're playing right now, there's a sizable audience who think they did, and they did.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, let's do this. Vendor. Seven Inch Sphere. This is actually good. I don't really care about the intellect as much. Shit, this is kind of tough. So this is 7 stamina, 11 spirit. You guys know how much I love my spirit. Let's stick with the damage.
You have a great day now.
Look how much XP that is. Good God. Yeah, doing those robot chicken quests, they're tough. But if you can do it, so let's say it's 5,400 per chicken times 3, so that's 16, a little over 16k, plus a 7k. You're looking at like 23.5k ish for doing all of the robot chickens, which is amazing. Sunken Treasure, String of Thorn Fever.
Pleased to meet
Nothing solo that we could do. There's your stupid Grog, you stupid idiot gnome. Betrayer of the Alliance. How dare you talk to Horde? Okay, let's fly to Gromgal. Because we got to turn in here the Grim Message that we just did in Hinterlands, the Grim Massage. And then we're going to head back to Booty Bay. And then we're going to... Ooh, what's this? Return to Felzerl. I don't think we have the flight path there. Or we don't have like a connecting one. Which one are we missing if we can't go there? Should we do... These are green at this point. I don't want to go to the Swamp of Sorrows. Screw the Swamp of Sorrows. Screw your story. Screw going to the Swamp of Sorrows and having to deal with fucking Teramis. No way am I dealing with Teramis. Let's just turn this one in Gromgal. And then... God, it's so tempting to just go to Searing Gorge right now, but I'm going to hold off for a bit. Wait, what's this? Oh, this is Kargath. I was going to say, the Horde don't have a Flight Master in Searing Gorge, but it shows like on the edge of the map. Oh, you get a lot of Searing Gorge quests from here though, huh? Or a couple at least. Interesting. So we're going to, after we turn this one in, we're going to just return to Booty Bay. There's going to be a lot of traveling, you guys, just so you know. We're going to return to Booty Bay, go back to Ratchet. From Ratchet, we're going to fly to Feralus. Got some questage going on here. We'll grab all of this. And we'll complete this. And we got... Ooh, we got these ones too. Oh, I didn't know this is Horde as well. I suppose it is a goblin that gives it, right? Okay. Yeah, we got a decent bit of Feralus going on here. And then, not Silithus, screw that place, but Tannerus. We got turn-ins here. And we have one more, the Scrimshank Redemption we can do. We have to go into a bug hive. Yeah, we got a lot of quests now. We're doing really good on our questage.
How you doing, man?
Okay. That unfortunately wasn't really worth the trip. It was only 2,700 XP, but at least we have another space for a quest here in our log. Mind's Eye as well. We could... Nah, I don't think I want to try to solo that one. That one's kind of tricky. Have you ever played Secret of Mana on Super Nintendo? I sure have, Brenu. I loved it. It's one of my favorite RPG games. I loved not only Secret of Mana, I loved Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 2 and 3, or 4 and 6 in Japan. This one's going to fly over all of your guys' heads, but Tecmo Secret of the Stars, comma, baby. Tecmo Secret of the Stars is a very, very, very not known Super Nintendo RPG. It was absolutely terrible, I assure you. But it's actually one of my favorites. How come Horde have a teleport to Nomergon, but Alliant don't have a port to Scarlet Monastery? I know, 2-Pump Jump. It's Horde favoritism is the answer. It also makes PvPing Horde and Booty Bay really, really annoying because they have a free getaway and you can't chase them. They could just run through the portal to Nomergon. It's total bullcrap. Oh, the boat's just arriving. Nice. Okay, good. Perfect timing. Let's get this stopwatch going. Play Super Mario RPG? No, I was kind of, honestly, as a kid, I was kind of elitist about Super Mario RPG. I hear it's really good, and I probably would have liked it, but I was like, Mario's a platformer. He's not an RPG character. Get this crap out of here. What compelling story can you have with a Mario game in a fantasy game? And I still ask that question. I can't imagine that the Super Mario RPG story was like really, I don't know, gripping to me because all the characters are rather kiddie and silly. But I did not play that. I also did not play any of the Pokemon games because Pokemon had its rise during my rebellious years, my angsty teen years. And I kind of looked at Pokemon as like a little kid's game. And because of that, I stayed away from everything Pokemon, including the games, which people have told me I've missed out on. Which I guess I have. You have a mount. You can't mount on the Booty Bay docks for some reason. I have no idea why. I think they changed it later. But in vanilla, you cannot mount on the docks. It's considered indoors. Super Mario RPG made by Square? Oh, I didn't know that, actually. I should have trusted it then. Back before they were Square Enix. Shakes fist. Oh, God. I still have nightmares. My childhood getting raped by watching Final Fantasy X-2, the cinematic introduction. Oh, God. I was so in love with Final Fantasy X. When I heard that there was a sequel coming out, I was like, oh, my God, finally some resolution and closure. I actually cried at the ending of Final Fantasy X. I loved that game so much. And I was so hyped for X-2. And then my mouth was agape at the introduction. I was like, what the hell is going on? This is some Charlie's Angels crap. And no offense to anybody who likes X-2, but my childhood was destroyed when I played that. What can I do for you? Wow, 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 wow. You know what you can do for me, Yuna? Shut up. Okay? You can shut up. Stop destroying my childhood. How dare you? Plus, the music wasn't as good. Also happens to be, no disrespect to the composers of X-2, but that was the first Final Fantasy game that Nobuo Uematsu was not the composer. I believe he had a hand in it, but they had new composers for Final Fantasy for that one, and boy could you tell, the music in X-2 is not memorable to me. The best song in X-2 is the Besaid remix, which was made by the man himself. What kind of music do you listen to? All sorts of music. All sorts. It'd be probably quicker to tell you the type of music I don't listen to. I have a very wide musical palette. Drifters were cool, but the combat loom. That was, I believe, not counting the MMO, that was one of the first times they deviated from the turn-based combat. Was X-2. It was kind of like a hybrid, kind of real-time. And then 12, they turned it into a freaking MMO. Yeah, like X-2 and 12 and like 13, that's, in my opinion, that was like a dark time for the series. I hated 12 because it felt like an MMO to me, which you would think would appeal greatly to your boy. But I've always been of the mindset of like, I feel like some games take too many MMO elements. And it gets to the point where like, if I want to play an MMO, I'll play an MMO. I love Final Fantasy because it's Final Fantasy. And you can go out of the turn-based combat. It is kind of an archaic system. I'm not vanilla with everything in my life. I actually like the over-the-shoulder shooting of Resident Evil over the tank controls. A lot of people are shocked to hear that. I'm not against modernization. It just has to be good. And I felt like 12, the MMO style of combat just didn't fit Final Fantasy. That's not what I want from Final Fantasy. Same exact complaints with Fallout 4 and the MMOization of Fallout 4. I hated it. The repeatable quests, the infinite levels, the loot being randomized, right? Yeah, far too many MMO elements in Fallout 4 as well. It gets to the point where, like, yeah, just I love Fallout for Fallout. Let's keep Fallout as Fallout. It was doing fine. Let's not reinvent the wheel here. I mean, you showed with New Vegas that you can pretty much do the same thing as Fallout 3. Just do a new story, a different zone, a different world. You can even run on the same fucking engine, and people will love it. So why all of this weirdness with Fallout 4 and reinventing the wheel? I felt like if Fallout 4 was just like maybe a new engine, but the classic Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas gameplay, it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good example. Yeah, exactly. Stay true to your roots. People love that crap. there's time for modernization, right? And innovation. And I believe the next Bethesda game is going to be on a new engine finally. But I've complained about Fallout 4 before. Final Fantasy 12 is your favorite to this day. Says again. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I personally did not like it. No offense to those who like it, by the way. So if you guys like it, I think that's great. But I did not like it. I did not like it. Every game must be a live service. Yeah, that as well. That as well. There's so many live service games. And that's also, I feel like that's kind of like an excuse for like battle passes and microtransactions, because it's like, well, it's going to be continuously updated, so they have to continuously fund it. Why not sell 50% of the game through the cash shop? Why not? I feel like Bethesda in general is also kind of guilty of this. I feel like a lot of the DLC like could have just been part of the main game, but it was no. I think maybe a little more Borderlands fits the bill more than Bethesda. The Borderlands DLC I feel like could be part of the game, but it's kind of like taken out and sold as DLC. Do you guys know what I mean? Like the stuff to where it increases the level cap and it follows along with the main story. Stuff like that, I feel that should just be the main game. Little side areas, like let's say Point Lookout in Fallout 3 or Dead Money in New Vegas. Those are side areas. They seem completely new. Sure, I'll take that as a DLC. But like continuing the main story and increasing the level cap, I feel like that should just be part of the main game. I feel like at that point you're taking out parts of the game in order to sell as DLC, in order to just make more money. The only time I'm a fan of DLC is if that content would not exist otherwise. That's a Gearbox for you? I haven't, I stopped at pre-sequel. I've not played Borderlands 3, so I can't say. But I loved Borderlands 1, 2, and I actually enjoyed pre-sequel. I can't tell you why I didn't pick up 3. It wasn't like a boycott or anything, or I wasn't like dissatisfied with the series, aside from that complaint about DLC, I suppose. I just wasn't really too excited about 3, and maybe maybe that came out too close to classic or something. It could have just been a casualty of war. The World of Warcraft. The Sunken Temple. Oh, this we should actually. It's a dungeon quest that I'm not going to do, but we'll get XP for the breadcrumb. Do we have any Tanner's quests we can drop for now? You know what? We can drop these elite hinterlands quests for now, because we can go back for those. If we want to do them.
How may I aid you?
Okay. What do we got? Metallic fragments, splintered logs. Wandering forest walkers we need to kill. Is this the only spot to do this? Oh, they're up here as well. We may as well just do them up there. Encrusted minerals we can do here. We need hippogriff music. Is that how you say that? Music? Alright, let's do... okay, we got water. We have potions. We have bag space. I actually wanted to vendor some gear first. Vendor, please, here. Borderlands 3 has some of the worst writing I've experienced in a game. Does it? Like I said, I can't say myself. Let's see. Alright, let's go here. Borderlands actually is a a good example, in my opinion, of a series taking MMO elements and doing them right, applying them to the FPS genre. Borderlands was actually one of the first FPS games that I recall adopting a lot of MMO elements. In Borderlands 1s, if you recall, you had weapons with stats, weapons with different tiers of rarity. It was mainly just going around zones, completing quests. You had different classes. You had talent trees. Yeah, Borderlands was pretty much marketed as an MMO. It wasn't massive in multiplayer, it was a single player game, but it had MMO elements as an FPS. And it did very well. It's certainly not as unique as it used to be, because this has been done many times over now. It's one of the things that have made, I've said this before too on stream, one of the reasons why MMOs have lost their magic is that what used to make them unique and special no longer are. It used to be a unique thing to have these online persistent worlds filled with other players jumping around and questing and doing their thing. Large scale group based content like big raids and stuff. The ability to argue about politics in a public chat channel. You can get this not only from other video games but from social media. If you want to argue about politics, you do that on Twitter now, not trade chat. So a lot of the unique appeal from MMOs is lost, just not even just due to the MMOs at all. It's just the world around them has changed, of course. All right, I need to kill these stupid sprite darters. Murder the cute kids show baby dragons that look like they're on Nick Jr. Murder them. Murder them. Did you play Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Was that an expansion? Or is that a standalone game? I played some Tiny Tina expansion in Borderlands 2, I believe. I'm not sure if I played Wonderlands, if that's a standalone. See, Scrappy Doo says, Borderlands was the only game I played besides WoW, just because the loot system was so similar. Well, that's what initially drew it to me. I believe it came out in like 2009-ish, 2010 maybe. Late 2000s. So this was like during Wrath era. So yeah, I mean, back then it was a much more interesting thing. It's like, wow, this is like an MMO, but an FPS game. I love MMOs. I love FPSs. What a unique combination. You know, it's also crazy. A lot of the internet lingo came from the WoW community. Yeah, I guess like, I'm not sure. I can't really say myself, but like, did LOL, LFG looking for group, WTS want to sell, want to buy, maybe? I can't say myself, but I would totally believe that. Probably like that or like RuneScape or something, right? Or EverQuest. I'm sure EverQuest is also a big one. You know what triggers me, you guys? Is when people say, please PST. Guys, I need you to please PST me a tell, okay? I need you to please PST me a tell, please. You guys remember Pwned? Perfectly Owned? Pwned. I have a theory that Pwned spawned from a typo because the P is right next to the letter O. And like somebody was going to say owned, but they typoed. And to save themselves embarrassment, they just said, oh. It's like, haha, you didn't own me, you typoed, you idiot. And to save himself herself embarrassment, they just said, no, you never heard of the word pwned before? It's perfectly owned. You've been owned so hard, you've been perfectly owned. And it just like took off. It's sort of like, you know that bullshit move in chess? This is another theory of mine, where you have a pawn that's like next to another pawn, and you can cross them up. You can cross them up. It has an actual move. You guys are going to tell me in chat. I don't know of it off the top of my head. I feel like that's like somebody was just losing at chess, right? And they created like this new bullshit rule out of left field. Oh yeah, by the way, you can kill pawns by doing this if they're side by side. and he used that to like get a queen or something to win the game. It's probably like some high-ranking royal Roman general that would like kill his opponent if he lost or something. Maybe Caesar, maybe Julius Caesar was playing chess, and he's kind of had Joffrey syndrome from Game of Thrones, and he could just sort of do whatever he wanted to do. Maybe it was Caligula invented that rule. It's just some sore loser. He's getting his ass beat in chess. En passant, thank you. The en passant rule. Oh no, you could just do this bullshit and cross up with pawns. Yeah, get the F out of here. En passant. I remember my uncle taught me how to play chess, actually. And I remember being so outraged when he dropped the en passant bomb on me. He was savage. He was dropping en passants on 5-year-old little kids. Savage Uncle Season Show. He showed no mercy. No mercy. Which I appreciate. Because the world is without mercy, you guys. It's good to teach these lessons early on. You guys ever play like on the playground or something? Or you have like nephews or something you play Mario Kart with? Or you're playing Madden with? And like there's an urge to kind of, okay, they're 4 years old. You're playing Madden with them, right? You take it easy, right? Maybe score them a couple points. No. 120-3, okay? You welcome them to the real world. You show them from a very young age that the real world is not fair, and it will take no prisoners, and it will show you no mercy. So you dominate them in Madden, and you dominate them in Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart with my nephews, actually, and I think, like, my brother expected me to take it easy on them because they're, like, 5 years old. Hell nah. I dominated them. Absolute bloodbath in Mario Kart 64. And it prepared them for the real world, okay? And they'll thank me later. There were tears involved, of course, but you have to learn early on that the world is not fair, and no one will show you mercy. I've been compared to Dwight Schrute many times in my life, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. People in chat have actually compared me to Dwight Schrute. Here, let's see. Hippogriff Music, Natural Magic. Okay, we're done murdering the kids' junior dragons, or Nick Junior dragons. Let's go ahead and work on this part. Are you gonna make a video about Season of Discovery? Asks Yanlu. I guess I hadn't thought of doing that, Yanlu. We did watch the panel live, and I could upload that as sort of like a react video, I was thinking. But actually, like, editing a video about it, I'm not sure. One of the things with YouTube is that I kind of want to make stuff that people haven't made. It's very hard to do that on social media, especially with World of Warcraft. Because there's so many WoW videos out there. As soon as Season of Discovery was announced, I'm sure there was like 1 million Season of Discovery videos out there. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I know you guys are going to be really nice to me, and you're going to say, but we want to watch your video, and I certainly appreciate that. And who knows, maybe I'll make it, but I just haven't been too motivated for WoW videos, I guess, because it's like, I feel like there's just not a big void within the World of Warcraft community on YouTube. Here, let's see here. Hippogriff Music. Talk Fragrance, Resilient Sinew. Oh, that's just a 2-hitter. What is this ripoff? I'm a streamer, damn it. I'm a streamer. You like my hardcore WoW video on YouTube? Oh, just the one where I said that I'm playing it again. I was thinking of doing a whole review, so if you like that one, Tompology, you might like this review that I'm working on. It's very slow going, though, obviously, because it's been out for 2 months now, and I'm totally late to the party, I know, but like I said, I've been in streaming mode. Red Ruler, thank you for the Prime. Have you played any classic private servers? I did a little bit of Nostalrius back in the day, but I never really got into private servers for a few reasons. I'm not really like this anymore because, I mean, who knows what'll happen with Hardcore Classic. I'm not sure if it'll run forever or if it'll eventually get shut down. But I knew that private servers had issues with longevity, and like Blizzard would shut them down a lot, so that kind of stopped me from playing them. And as far as like Twitch and YouTube are concerned, you can't show private server footage or like advertise private servers or Twitch, or you'll lose your account. Blizzard goes after people promoting private servers, so I just simply can't do it on social media. So if I were to do it, it'd have to be something on my own time. And I'm already playing the official version. That'd just be too much MMO for me, I feel. A lot of people have suggested like Turtle WoW and stuff, and it sounds interesting to me. But that kind of gets into that discussion of burnout and too much MMO, too much WoW that we discussed earlier in the stream. It had to be one or the other. Blimtron, thank you for the tier 1, my main man. Hell yeah, brother or sister. Let's see. There's a bit of a MadSeasonShow void. I told you guys you're going to be nice to me. Thank you, laddie. That's very wholesome. It's very sweet. I could. You guys want me to work on a video tonight? It would result in me cutting stream early. I wanted to hit 49 tonight, but I could work on some editing tonight instead. I kind of do feel a little bit in a video making mood, and I would kind of want to get a hardcore video out before Season of Discovery comes out on the 30th. So I'm running out of time. Hey, what's up, Cutie Chan? Let's maybe do Feralus, and then at the end of Feralus, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll cut stream a little earlier than anticipated so I can get some editing in before bed. There's just so much to do all the time. I hate being an adult. Don't age, you guys. Don't ever age, please. If you're watching me, I do not recommend it. You have like all these responsibilities and crap. I would not recommend it. Your hair starts migrating away from your head and towards your loins. Everything aches. You stay up like past 10 o'clock and you just feel like death in the morning. Oh God. It's not it's not fun. It's not fun. Where the hell is this review video you've been talking about for weeks, if not months? Yeah, it has been months actually, Tumpal. You're exactly right. It's very slow going. Absolutely. I feel like I should just do it because I've been talking about it for months. I've been teasing you guys. I use the quest thing on the bodies. Oh my God, Brenu, thank you. Shit, I totally haven't. You have to. This is one of the more complex quests in vanilla. You must. I suppose it's not that big of a deal because we need far more for the other quests anyway. But oh my God, it's 30-second cooldown. Okay, Kevin Jordan. What fucking masochist video game developer is like, hey, you know what we should do for entirely no reason whatsoever? Make players wait 30 seconds between getting quest items for this one. We can't have them completing it too long. We just have to have them sitting around doing nothing for 30 seconds for no reason. Oh, it's my favorite quest right now. Favorite quest. And let's also put it in combat too, so they can't mount up right afterwards. Oh, it's my favorite game. Kevin Jordan, I know you're watching. How dare you? How dare you? Speaking of which, I know I have to have some Kevin Jordan viewers in chat right now. Has he been able to do a stream recently? I haven't had the pleasure of catching him live recently. He's if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, he's a classic WoW developer who streams here on Twitch every now and then. He's busy these days being a developer, I believe, and probably just like personal stuff. But he's one of my favorite streams here. You guys should watch him, unless I'm streaming. Then you should watch me. Nikachuz, he says, sorry I'm asking this 100 times already. No worries. Is there a clip that shows your reaction to the season of Discovery with your opinions and concerns? Yeah, check the past broadcasts, Nick. It was one day after the announcement. I had some stuff come up the day of, so I wasn't able to watch it. I think it's the 4th. Check out the broadcast on the 4th. And I'm also uploading it. I'm uploading a reaction on my alternate channel Bad Season Show in a few days. So you can watch it there as well. Oh shit, hang on. We got doubles here. What are we gonna do, you guys? This is death guaranteed. Shit, we got ads coming up too. I'm gonna snooze them for 5 minutes. We're gonna have to take an ad break here, you guys. I try to save the ads for when I'm AFK so you guys don't miss anything. I'll do that in a moment. Yanlu says, totally understand. I love the transition from making short videos to long ones. I think that's a big strength on you. Well, thank you. I love doing the long ones, but it just takes so much out of me. Especially like the Pandora series is very, very draining. It says, I think, or making long storytelling in a way that's really moving and engaging for the viewer. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm hitting the mark. I'm sure depending on how Season of Discovery develops, there will be a Mad Season video or not. Well, the one I'm working on right now is hardcore, and if I had to guess, it would probably be like a 15 to 20 minute video, so kind of decently long. Certainly not the longest I've made, but I do like to yammer on for quite a while, so I like doing the long videos. They're very special to me. They kind of surpass videos for me at a certain point. But they just take so much energy. So much energy. How many of these do we need? I wonder if we just get all of these from here. Metallic fragments and sinews. It's kind of a strange quest. They're 100% drop rate. Like, they may as well not even have, like, the sinew part. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to kill 40 anyway for the fragments. It's just more crap to fill up your bags. Fuzzy Bear, thank you for the prime, my main man. Pandora's Box series is good. Thank you, Agonists. Guys, watch Star Wars Galaxies if you haven't yet. That's my favorite video on YouTube. People ask me a lot. My favorite video that I've ever made, funny enough, it's not even a WoW video. It's SWG. And again, this gets into one of the things I mentioned earlier. It's because SWG has been covered far, 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 far less than World of Warcraft. So there's much more newer information out there for people. And people are much more likely to go into that video hearing stuff that they've never heard about before. That's one of my favorite things to do as an editor. But it's just so hard to find stuff that hasn't been talked about on the internet like a million times already. Because there's just so many channels out there, and there's so many really great channels out there too that already do it really well. It's kind of like I look into something and I ask myself, okay, is there a void to fill here? Do I have something to add that really hasn't been added? That's one of my main philosophies with my channel. It's very, very hard to find that in 2023. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, guys. I've been snoozing ads here. I want to try to do this while I'm AFK so we don't interrupt gameplay. We'll keep talking about this. This is an interesting discussion. YouTube editing is always interesting to me. I want to give you guys a little window into what goes on behind the scenes, but I'm going to AFK for a little bit here and play a few minutes of ads, and we'll be back in a moment, okay? Okay, not to totally debate you guys, but I'm totally gonna debate you guys. I think I do actually want to work on a video, and I didn't realize how late it was. It's already dark outside, so I am going to, unfortunately, make you guys watch a bunch of ads and then end stream. I'm so sorry. I had planned to continue here, but I think I do want to work on a video. I'm going to work on this hardcore review. So I'm going to cut it here. I think I should be back tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier than when we started today. And we'll continue the leveling goodness. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Enjoyed myself, as usual. Yeah, I might be back tomorrow. Check out the Twitter. If you guys are curious about my streaming / YouTube activities, I do provide updates there fairly frequently. And also follow the stream to get notified when I do go live. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hang on, let's find who's streaming here. Savix. Let's raid Savix. It's been a while since we've raided Savix. I'm sure he's playing hardcore, so I'm just going to raid him. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun as usual. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you happen to be around noon, afternoon time, Eastern Standard Time, check out the stream. You'll probably have another video for your boy. But I'm gonna work on this video for you, okay? But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. You take care of each other, and you have a good day or night, whatever it is, wherever you may be. Because I will see you in the next one. Peace.